Hello everybody. So before I pack this up, I thought I shall show you a couple of decks of the Angelarium, Oracle of Emanations, and a coffee table book related to Book of Emanations. The Book of Emanations, this one here, I think is out of print. I am not sure if he is Peter Moorbacher, I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly, and Eliminaya. I'm not quite sure if they're going to issue this again or whether this was obtained from a Kickstarter or whatever, but I've obtained this secondhand from somebody else who is downsizing his collection, and unfortunately there's apparently red bites over there, which is a little sad because it's such a lovely book. I'm not quite sure how much this cost in a perfect condition. This is definitely rather worn, although the inside is in pretty good nick. So it's thin. This is the book, and it has the Tree of Life here, and then it has Angelarium or Book of Emanations, Keter and the Coming of Enoch, Chokmah, the Rapture of Chokmah, Bina, a Palace of Mirrors, Song of Bina, Da'at, Measure of Da'at, Hesed, the Narrative of Love, Gevurah, Tiferet, the Signatures of Tiferet, Netzah, Trial of Netzah, Hod, the Light of Hod, Yesod, the Root of Yesod, Malkuth, the Theater of Malkuth. You recognize this from the Lo Scarabeo edition of the Angelarium, Oracle of Emanations, into the Angelarium. And then it says here, with every page has this little write-up here. This one says, as I walk away from the tree, I still don't know what brought me to the Angelarium in the first place. I've started a new journal to document the rest of the journey. It's time for me to learn more about the angels. Their properties are closely tied to aspects of my own world, but it is hard to tell which came first. It is hard to tell which came first. Perhaps that's what that meant. I don't know. Is their appearance a reflection of my personal perception? Are they a manifestation of some collective impression? Is it possible that these spirits are the origin of the things with which I am familiar? It's impossible to tell which is real and which is the shadow. The tree looms over me still. Looking into it, I can see the people back home, their lives intertwining, but now there is more there. A host of angels are paying a visit to my home. I do not know what comes next. Without the destination, all I can do is bear witness. And then it's signed Enoch. And then it starts as Zachariel, Angel of Memory. Again, you'll be familiar with this if you have the deck Angelarium from Lo Scarabeo. Israphael, Angel of Song. Then it has this little write-up here. The Burning One, Herald of the Dawning Day, Summoner of the Final Hour. And there's that. The write-up here says, Raziel and I walked a winding mountain path above clouds. We saw a distant figure hanging in the air. Even in the fading light of the day, I could see its features were polished black and gold. What lonely angel joins us? I asked. Israphael, the Burning One, Raziel replied. It shall blows its horn to signal the end of days. Its lips were slightly parted, waiting close to the mouth of its instrument. Its whole body was taut, poised at attention. We stood a while and waited in silence, as its only audience. That's Israfel. You can see with that kind of narration how much more powerful this image is. And I want to compare it to Israfel from Lo Scarabeo and what the handbook says, which I just feel quite wanting personally for me. So let's have a look at Israfel. Here it is. Angel of Song, it says. The herald that will call the coming of end times, Israfel is a presence, a beacon, a warning. Heated judgment is upon us. The horn that blows the final call rests against the flesh of Israfel's lips, if even it is flesh. Israfel is both melody and the cacophony of existence. Song can be soft and warm, especially when they end. Under the serene score of creation, the danger of total destruction is hidden. Beyond that destruction may be a new beginning. You must consider the implications of your actions seriously. Choose your steps wisely as you dance upon the cinder, soft earth. Signs, a horn, the setting sun, a flame. The thing about oracles that I don't like is being told what to do, or being told where I'm at or how I feel, and I know for some that is the exact purpose of an oracle. For me, because I use oracle as I understand oracle as working through inspiration. That is, they speak to me through personal, through being inspired, and then through this burst of inspiration, you come to an insight and a sense of deeper understanding of something. And that felt a little flat for me compared to what you just heard me reading, from this book. And I just wish that this will be back in print, because, so this one here, Hashmed, Angel of Annihilation. And that's the photo here. And I'm not going to read for every one of them, because otherwise, again, to manage the length of this video. So to illustrate that point, I've read from this particular book, Book of Emanations, and then I've read from the handbook by Lo Scarabeo of the Angel, Oracle of Emanations. This is the Book of Emanations, and this, of course, is the only English part. One language is that's it. The rest is just translation to other language. So this is all you have here. So that's that one there, and let's compare the cards. So this is from the deck entitled Year 1, which tuck box I think have been so badly damaged that I think either I haven't thrown it away, I put it away somewhere, and I just definitely put this together with this, because the images, as you can see, of course, is a lot more striking in borderless large cards like the one that Lo Scarabeo have produced, and it's a little bit more streamlined, as you can see, with the curving around the title instead of the very angular, square, linear way they've done it with the playing cards. And as you can see, the texture, as usual, no, not as usual, I'm always confusing Schiffer with other people. It's not, most of you who already have seen a flip through, a walkthrough, or a review, or own the Oracle of Emanations by Lo Scarabeo would have seen that it is high sheen but quite smooth against each other, and the playing card size or Year 1 deck here felt less laminated, but it is textured enough to feel that it's not naked paper. So I'm just going to show you that. There it is. So that's the lamination. And the back of the cards, of course, for me, Lo Scarabeo ones is just absolutely stunning, striking with that sacred, what I assumed, or sacred geometry. I know nothing of sacred geometry. geometry and strikingly rich, deep coloring there. Here, on the other hand, we have the benefit of phrases like this: Azrael, angel of death, strip from me the garments of my thoughts, my friendship, my name, and what was then remains. Do not mourn what never was. Death is fallacy. Final teaching of Avajana, the Irenic. I don't know how to pronounce those, sorry. So let's take a look at what just to make the comparison consistent, what the Israfel card says in the back of the card of the smaller deck of the playing cards or the game cards, whatever you call it, entitled Year 1, which is the one on the left. So I don't necessarily have to go through the whole deck to show you. Really, the difference is quite clear. So I'm going to do this really quickly. Each of them have the little poem or haiku at the back there, or haiku-like phrases. So there's a few cards that's different, and I'll show you that towards the end. So what I do now is I work with the book of this one here, and this one here, Israfel. Remember what I read from the book and from Lo Scarabeo's handbook? Let's see what's in the back. The burning one, herald of dawning day. Herald of the dawning day. Summoner of the final hour. So I think that it really adds as a summary point, because it has a longer sort of very poetic prose in the handbook, and then it has this little sort of calling would you call this poetry? I don't know. And it just adds to it. It actually adds to it. The burning one, herald of the dawning day, summoner of the final hour, and it's just so much more powerful. What it says in the back of the card here, and what's in the book here, it's just so much more powerful for me. And I am going to go through each of these first, and once the phrases and the stories embedded for me in my head with these ones, I'm going to move to using these larger cards so that all the richness of the story, the imageries, the phrases, and the larger arc, the context of this image is clear to me. And once that's achieved through these smaller cards and these little phrases at the back, as well as this coffee table book, I'm going to then work with these cards alone, because by then I would have that in the back of my mind. But just using this for me is a throwaway. I just can't work with what they write here, because to me they just fall really, really flat. And before I managed to get this and that, I was actually going to give this away, because I just the images alone felt like I was getting only half of the message, or a fraction of the message. And I'm glad I held on to it. The person who I was going to give this to said, oh, just hold on to it. I mean, he likes the images and all that, but I think he's in a very different stage of his journey with archetypes and cards, and he felt that this could wait. And so I'm glad he sort of encouraged me to hold back. And I want to show you these two cards that's different. Leliel, Angel of Night. So Leliel in the original Year 1 deck looks like so, and Leliel in the Lo Scarabeo Oracle of Emanation edition looks like so. Now, To be honest, I felt that I perhaps prefer the old Leliel because there's a lot of boobs here, and I understand that this particular image was supposed to have more feminine energy, or more feminine yin type of what do you call it, conceptualization of this particular depiction. So the moon's a lot more striking here. You could see it more like you can see it's a lot more, well, I will let you see that for yourself. So that's the difference between the two Leliel's Angel of Night. And let's see what it says at the back. The beat of her wings rests upon our ears like distant thunder, like the strike of the moon across the hot black sky. She is a rising star and a falling thought. The sweet caress of the mind washed smooth by sleep. Beautiful Leliel, Angel of Night, you've been away too long. Let's see what the book. I think I need to have a sip of my coffee. I swear I'm a lot brighter in my mind before I drink my cup of coffee in the morning. Just doesn't seem to translate when I open my mouth. I can't remember we have seen Leliel in here. I don't think Leliel is in this book. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so, if I recall going through that earlier with you guys. So, do you see what I mean? Okay, let's compare that with what Lo Scarabeo Oracle says about Leliel. I personally prefer not to see this as an oracle. I personally prefer its original construction, its original construct. Leliel here. Angel of Night, a fleeting spirit who dances across the sky, beautiful but aloof. Stars fill the trees. No, stars fill the tresses of Leliel's hair. The night passes whether we are lost to quiet murmurs of sleep or staring out at a darkened expanse of sky. For everything you see, there are 1,000 things unseen. You witness the glimmer, the gleaming of what is truly there. Leliel passes from star to star, filling the night with light. One would think the darkness Leliel's realm. What? Okay. However, it is starlight that heralds night's arrival. Keyword: star bright, stars light, dance on and on across this night. That's not keywords. It's just in italics there. What lullabies await us? What glittering night charms will Leliel hang upon the sky for all to see, for all to dream? Signs: wind, sheer cloth, the moon. So that's what that says. Let me read that again from the back of the Year 1 deck. Leliel. The beat of her wings rests upon our ears like distant thunder, like the strike of the moon across the hot black sky. She is a rising star and a falling thought, the sweet caress of the mind washed smooth by sleep. Beautiful Leliel, Angel of Night, you've been away too long. Now I much prefer this. That is all I need to work with that, or that. This one here just, I don't know, I just don't like it. So, and so that's the two different. Now the other differences are these cards here. These cards are not in here, and these cards are not in this deck. So that's Phanuel, Angel of Truth, Ramiel, Angel of Vision, Remph, Angel of Time, Duma, Angel of Dreams, Satayel, Satael, Angel of Silence, Gabriel, Angel of Heralds, Suklaf, Angel of Fervency, I don't know, sorry, Sandalphon, Angel of New Life. Here we have Gadriel, Angel of War, Ashbeel, Angel of Ruin, Samshiel, Angel of the Eclipse, Armaros, Angel of Undoing, Damiel, Angel of the Unseen, Zachiel, Angel of Purity, Kokabiel, Angel of Stars, Ein Sof, the Infinite, Sophlatus, Angel of Dust, Sathariel, Angel of Deception, Af, Angel of Anger, Barakiel, Angel of Lightning, Rahab, Angel of the Deep. Sorry if I flipped through that too quickly, but I think I'm about to lose my privacy and I will have to end this video here. So I hope that's helpful. That is a comparison between the Angelarium Oracle of Emanation, the Year 1 game deck, or whatever this deck is called, and the Oracle version by Lo Scarabeo called Angelarium, called the same Angelarium, Oracle of Emanations. And this is Angelarium, the Book of Emanations. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.